All right, welcome back to the final lesson in the Finding a New Way to Live program. Today we're talking about planning the transition. Many years ago, Benjamin Franklin said, "Those who fail to plan to fail." If you've participated up to this point, I hope that you have a good idea of what you want your life to look like. I hope that you have goals. I hope that you have dreams. I hope that you have a knowledge and the abilities and the plan to make that happen. I want you to be excited about the transition that you're about to make. And I want you to be excited about your future and the goals that you have for yourself. But I want you to be able to understand that if you don't have a plan to actually achieve what you want to accomplish, then all you have is a dream. We want to have more than dreams. We want to have more than goals. We want to have action steps, and we want to have the good, solid plan in place. So once we hit those doors, we have the ability to hit the ground running. We know what we want. We know what we need to do. We have the right people in our life. We have all the plans in place that we need. That way we can continue to succeed in our life. So if you're preparing to be released from jail or near the completion of a treatment program, whether you're close to graduation, whether you're close to college graduation, it's all the same. You're about to embark on a change, and you need to be prepared for all the challenges that you're about to face because you're about to make a lot of changes. You must be adaptable to the changes and the obstacles that you're about to face. Not everybody in our life is going to be in a position to encourage or to inspire or to help motivate us to continue to grow. Oftentimes if people feel like we are in a position where we're about to outgrow them or we're trying to rise above and beyond and we're going to become a different person, some people are fearful of that. So some people will criticize us and try to hold us back to continue to stay in that safe, comfortable environment. Whether they're doing that because they may be trying to help us to not hurt us, or maybe they don't want to see us fail, what we need to do is we need to be aware of all the changes that we're about to go through. Most people struggle with this concept because it is common to think that with the most popular, the strongest people, that those who are about to succeed, it's not about change, it's about being adaptable. But I want you to be able to have a crystal clear plan that you've laid out for yourself that you're able to continue this journey once you get out. So in the past, how have you dealt with change? So how have you dealt with conflict in the past? I want you to think back to some examples of some big changes that you've made in your life and be able to reflect on how did you deal with that? How did you act? How did you respond? How did other people deal with that? Because oftentimes history tends to repeat itself, so we need to be aware if we've had challenges in the past with change, it's likely that we're going to be able to have the same or similar problems or conflicts as we continue to make this change. So in a perfect world, everyone that we know would support us and encourage us and help us make changes. But like I said, this is going to be far from the reality. In fact, people are going to be against the changes we're trying to make some of the time. That's not going to be everybody in our life, but they're going to be people who don't encourage us. And we need to be able to be aware and be able to be prepared for those situations when that happens. So if you're about to leave and you've got big plans and you want to change your life and you want to become a better person, just know that there's always going to be people who are not going to support that version of yourself. They're not going to support that vision. You must expect people to be resistant to this change. And if it happens, you need to respond in a way that doesn't distract you from your goals and it doesn't break the momentum that you've built up to this point. The last thing I would want you to do is put all this time and effort and energy into planning and preparing and dreaming and visualizing, and then to get out and then to be chastised by the first person that you share your plans and your dreams with and they don't believe in you. I need you to be prepared for that because you need to know that in order for you to continue to succeed, that's going to be a situation you're most likely going to have to face. So once you begin making progress, you must keep that progress alive. But once you stop, it'll be almost impossible to start again. So all the changes and all the thoughts and all the good discussions that we've had up until this point, if you get out and you stop making progress and you stop working towards your goals, it's going to be almost impossible for you to start again because you're going to slip back into the old ways of thinking, to your old patterns and your old belief systems and your old, sense of what life was before you started this journey and started becoming a better person and started to find a new way to live. So I always tell people it's beneficial to have a core group of people within our life that we can share our ideas, our goals, and most importantly, our plans with. So some examples might be a counselor, some good positive friends, some family, some mentor, a life coach, A good group of people that you can interact with and say, look, I'm about to go on a change. I've got a plan. I'm prepared. I want to share some ideas with you. That way you can hold me accountable to the changes that I'm trying to make. Oftentimes, it's people that are close to us that have our best interest at heart are able to shine that light just at the right time to help us understand something that we couldn't see for ourselves. So whether we have a therapist or a sponsor or a mentor or anyone else who believes in us and wants to see us succeed, we need to be able to share our plans with these people. That way they can hold us accountable and help us stay committed to the vision. That's what these people are in our life for. So what I want to do today is I want to be able to create like a 12-month plan that you're going to try to follow upon release once you complete wherever you are right now. And once you get out, I want you to know what's the most important thing for you to be working on. And then after you accomplish that, what's the next most important thing? So what I want you today is spend some time visualizing the next 12 months of your life and be able to set some goals for whether it's month by month or maybe it's by season or whether it's what you want to happen first. I want you to be able to make a 12-month plan and then make a list of the people in your life that you're going to share this plan with. At this time, I want you to revisit your list of 10 goals that you want to accomplish within the next 12 months. And I want you to use your assessment of the foundation. I want you to reflect on your list of community resources. I want you to identify with your mission and your vision and your values and take another look at your key relationships as you begin to formulate this 12-month plan. So this may be something you want to have to get mentally prepared for. It's not something you can just wing off the top of your head. This is your life you're talking about here. So I want you to get in a place mentally where you can start visualizing and you can start preparing and you can start planning on what you want your life to look like once you leave here. So what I want you to do is I want you to develop a 12-month plan for the 10 goals that you have wrote out. So goal number 1, I want you to write that goal out and I want you to make a written plan on what you need to do, your action steps. That way you can hold yourself accountable to working towards and achieving this goal. From there, I want you to go to your next goal and make a written plan as to what you want to do and how you plan to accomplish that goal. Written plan means you've thought about this, you're prepared for it, you're aware of what's going to need to happen in order to achieve it. And I want you to do this with all 10 goals that you have. And I want you to be able to create a timeline of, in time, how do you want to accomplish these goals? And then once you have this list and this written plan of all these goals that are important to you that you want to accomplish, I want you to be prepared to reach out to the people that we talked about, your coaches, your therapist, your counselor, your probation officer, your teachers, your instructors, your good close friends, to be able to help them hold you accountable towards working towards your goals. So like I said in the beginning, people who fail to plan to fail. So I want you to plan to succeed, and I want you to succeed in the long run. And I want you to be able to have good, positive relationships in your life. And ultimately, I want you to be somebody that other people are looking up to and that other people are inspired by, and other people see the change that's taken place in your life. That way you become a source of hope for someone else. I hope that through these lessons that I've been able to offer you the inspiration and motivation to work towards your goals and your dreams. But that's useless unless you get out there and apply all this stuff we've talked about. So I hope that you've enjoyed this challenge. I hope that you've enjoyed these past 30 days of brainstorming and talking and planning and preparing. And I hope that over the next 30 days and over the next 12 months and over the rest of your life that you use the tools that you've learned in this program and that you continue to accomplish all the goals and all the big dreams that you have for yourself. Just know that as long as you continue to put in the footwork and the effort and you plan and prepare, I believe you can truly do anything that you set your mind to, and you know that for yourself as well. But if you don't, you're the only one that you can blame. You are responsible, you're aware, you know what you want. Hopefully at the end of this lesson, you have a plan to help you succeed. And if you've participated in the workbook this far, what you'll find on the last page is that I want you to sign an agreement with yourself that says, over the next 12 months, by signing on the line below, I am making a commitment to myself to work towards my goals and finding a new way to live. I will strive to be the best person that I can to inspire others to make changes in their lives as well. I want you to sign and date that, and I want you to keep this workbook. In a year from now, I want you to reflect back, and I hope that you have accomplished every single goal that you have wrote out for yourself. And most importantly, I hope that you have learned the tools and the skills to have the ability to reset these goals for the following 12 months. I want you to imagine how good it would feel to accomplish all these goals, and then think about how good it would feel to accomplish the next 10 and the next 10 and the next 10, and to think about how the impact that would have on your life on the long term. How would it impact you? How would it impact your family? How would it impact your community? And how would it truly change the trajectory of the life that you've been living? I hope that you've enjoyed this lesson. Feel free to reach out to me any way that you can. I'd be more than happy to help you succeed and continue on your journey.